So with y'all, this Lonnie Spiritual. I know it's pretty dark outside right now, but I just had the urge to get up and make this video. Just had to come out and make it. Like, I couldn't sit in the house. I just couldn't sit in the house with this on my mind, right? I just got a feeling to just get up and come record, all right? And I might be out here and record some other videos for y'all too, but the reason I'm making this video is because I'm scared of love, all right? I'm not scared. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not too egotistical to admit it. I'm scared of love. Now, the whole reason I'm making this video about me being scared of love is because, honestly, some new love has entered into my life, all right? And I'm talking about new love outside of myself, all right? Of course, I'm not scared to love on myself, right? Because that love is more, I mean, I'm not gonna say promise, I guess, but I guess you could say promise, because at the end of the day, whoever walk out your life, you gonna have you regardless, all right? So self-love is the best love, that's for one. But for two, some new love came into my life, right? And this is a brand new, whole new experience for me, right? Because it's going so good, right? It's going so good. And I've been putting in the work, and I've been bettering myself, and I haven't been going out and trying to rush into things and rush into love and rush into meeting new people and just rushing into, I guess you could say, meeting the one, I guess. But this one, she just came to me, and it's just different. It's just hitting different. And for anybody that done like really been through some things in relationships or just with love in general outside of yourself, you know that shit can be scary, because you just never know. You just never know with people, right? And this is just like kind of a little side note for anybody that's watching this. For one, do not jump into a new relationship if you know for sure you're not ready, all right? That's what a lot of people tend to do, because they feel like a new relationship is going to be the key for them to getting over their old relationship, or just covering up some things that they burying deep within themselves that they don't want to face, or they just don't want to put in the work to truly love themselves and be 100%, and then let that whole other person, which is 100%, come to them. And now you're not dependent on anybody else's love outside of yourself. So a lot of people tend to do that, right? So that's one thing you don't want to do, is rush into something that you're not ready for, because it's going to backfire in your face all the time. And the reason I'm making this video right now is because if you know me personally, you know I had my fair share of heartbreaks, all right? It's not a secret. It's nothing new, all right? But, and it's not that I'm not over my, it's not that I'm still holding on to old relationships or nothing like that, or none of my exes and stuff like that, but it's just the fact that walking into new love after a while is just, I guess, it just brings back some old, I don't know what it is, honestly. It just bringing back some old doubts and some worries, I guess, because nothing ever turned out good in relationships for me. So for stuff to be like, for something to be going like good like this so far, it's like, it's kind of scary. And it's like, it's just that fear of the unknown, right? But when you talk about love, that's what love is. Love is the unknown, right? Love is darkness, right? Even when you talk about, when people say everything is love, literally everything is love, right? When you have the light and the dark, right? And this is going to go into a video I'm going to be doing later, titled Good and Evil, Do They Really Exist, all right? Because in all actuality, do they really exist? Now I'm about to explain, right? So when people say everything is love, right? You have the light and the dark. Before the light, there was always the dark, all right? And the dark is just hidden potential waiting to see what it can become, all right? So, doesn't that sound like love? It sounds like hidden potential waiting to see what it's going to become, right? You never know what's going to come out of love. A lot of people don't even know that they fell into love, right? They just connect with a person, they vibe with a person, and then you just end up in love, right? It's almost like you didn't even choose to do that. You just did it. And when you talk about love from a good and evil aspect, quote unquote, because I don't believe in good and evil, but just using it for this example, right? When you talk about pure love and the creator being pure love, everything being pure love, everything happens out of love from source, all right? You probably ask me, what do I mean by that, right? You experience high vibrational things and good things, and that makes you love life. That makes you appreciate life, right? When people do good things for people, they say they doing it out of love and they don't want nothing back from it. They doing it out of love and it's coming from a high vibrational place. Now, things are also being done from a low vibrational place out of love from source, all right? Now, you're probably asking, how is that, right? People go through suffering every single day, right? But through that suffering, what happens to a person? They end up growing, they end up stronger, and they end up evolving. So at the end of the day, when you look at it, if you're going through pain, or if you have been going through pain a lot in your life, just know that that's from a loving place out of source, so it can teach you something and so you can grow from that situation, all right? So let's just say you are trying to manifest love, right? Or you wanted to come here and experience what love is like. How would you know what code is if you haven't experienced hot? Everything has a polar opposite. Everything is duality down here, right? How would you know what love is if you never experienced what love isn't, all right? That's what I mean by through your pain is going to teach you something, right? But this goes into the whole I'm scared of love topic, because through that pain, it's going to be your choice to let that make you or break you, all right? Long story short, you can either take the pain from that and hold on to that all your life and be scared of love and never want to do it again, or you can take the lessons from that and look at it in a positive aspect and leave the pain behind. Just take the lessons and move on from it, and trust the universe that you being guided in the right direction and it's gonna work out, all right? And that's literally what I'm doing, all right? I'm not about to keep holding on to this fear of love that I have and keep doubting myself and not trying it and messing all the opportunities up of love, because it's no point, all right? It's literally no point. You have to go through the hardships so you can then reap the benefits of your hard work, all right? So if you watching this, right, and you a person that's scared of love, or you have a fear of love because of past experiences, just know that you can't control what people do, and you can't control everything in general, all right? So if somebody wants to come in your life and play with you, or try to play with you, because I don't believe people can play with you. I mean, that's just my perspective, all right? Because if you playing me, then you just playing yourself at the end of the day. But if somebody comes into your life and wants to do that to you and wants to treat you any kind of way, you don't gotta put up with nothing. You don't gotta put up with none of that, all right? Literally, they are projecting their insecurities and they pain onto you. Know that people project, all right? And if somebody is projecting negativity and low vibrations onto you, then you just don't need to be dealing with that person, all right? Because they hurt. And like I said in the beginning of the video, that is a half person. You do not need to be dealing in no type of relations with a half-ass person coming in and expecting you to be their other half, all right? Another thing you need to understand is if you've been putting in the work and you've been sitting back and you just been working on yourself and loving on yourself, and a new opportunity or a new person that's coming to your life and you just want to go for it, then just go for it, all right? There's no need to be scared. There's no need to be thinking about your exes or your old relationships or what happened in the past, because that's in the past, all right? This is a new experience, and this is 10 times out of 10 going to be a better experience, all right? Because you put in the work and you went through the hardships, all right? So don't be scared to jump in to a new experience with a new person, all right? Because you never know how things are going to turn out. Like I said, love, darkness, right? It's first stemming from darkness, which is essentially potential, waiting to see what it's going to become, all right? You don't never know what it's going to become, all right? So that's why you just got to take a leap of faith and trust that everything's going to be all right? So there's no need to be worrying or think about the past, because the past is in the past, all right? And I'm not just talking to y'all, right? I'm talking to myself as well, because I'm not perfect. I might be sitting on here giving y'all advice on what to do because I'm giving y'all what's working for me, but at the end of the day, I still got work to do, all right? So I'm not perfect, all right? I still got some work to do, but what I'm doing is I just want y'all to do this with me. And if y'all got the same type of feelings or y'all know what I'm talking about, then just release the need to control, release the need to know everything, and just ride the wave, all right? The current is going to take you wherever it needs to take you, all right? You put in the work and you've been through the hardships, all right? So now it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, and it's time to open yourself back up and allow all your blessings to come to you, all right? Just allow them to come to you, all right? Don't be blocking nothing off because of past fears and past traumas that you can't let go of because of some people that wasn't even worth your time and energy, all right? Don't even do that. It's not worth it, all right? So don't close yourself off either, all right? That's another thing to remember. Do not close yourself off to any new experiences or new opportunities coming in, because you never know, all right? You never know when this is going to become, all right? So that's pretty much it on I'm Scared of Love, all right? If you scared of love, whenever you need to rewatch this video, just come back and rewatch it, all right? Remember, just let go and just let it flow, all right? That did rhyme a little bit. I ain't even plan that out. Just let go and let it flow, all right? It's Lonnie Spiritual, I'm gone.